Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. You already know what it is. The biggest dog Chico to the scene, the place to be, coming to you live and direct. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, all the other good stuff. Join the conversation. Let's get right into it. We got things to talk about just because I want to talk about them. If you're in the chat for the first time, let it be known. Let me know where you're checking in from. Also, make sure y'all go to the website, UncleChico.myshopify.com, and get you some. Check out mybookie.ag when you get a chance to, and go on there and get your bets in. We got the 100K bracket challenge going on right now. Y'all can log on, buy two, get one free, purchase up to 50 entries just for $15 each, and score a free entry for each and every purchase. You feel me? We'll get more than that later on in the show. But this is going to be like a live stream. You know what I mean? We're not going to get too technical and then like that. I just appreciate everybody checking in with me. Let me know where you're checking in from. We will be talking about some news that's going on right now. Shout out to Twitch too. We're on Twitch right now. If you're on Twitch, make sure you follow me on Twitch at BiggDoggChico on there also. BiggDoggChico Sports Talk on Facebook. Let's get right into the Facebook though, man. Shout out to the young fella Tiger Woods' son. He is he's committed to Florida State. So I just saw that pop up on Twitter. Just want to give a shout out to Charlie Woods going to Florida State, son of 15-time major champion Tiger Woods. He's verbally committed to play golf at Florida State and will be a member of the 2027 recruiting class. Tiger, of course, went to Stanford. He went to Stanford. His dad got him into it, and now his son is following his footsteps. Man, let me know what y'all think about that. You got football player sons. You got professional golf sons, sons growing up doing what their dad did, So shout out to them. We got a lot of fatherly type references in this show today. So let's get into some more. I just wanted to shout out to Charlie Woods that I just saw pop up right there. I also give another shout out to Sam Damn Darnold, who came in and cashed out. He got some wins and he cashed out and over $4.5 million. Come on, dog. Just for balling out. Like these are called incentives. You understand me? You got to love that when your agent is smart enough to put that in the contract. I got some contracts right now that I got incentives for. That's a great thing. You do good, you get paid good. That's what I like to see right there. All right, let's get into what we really want to talk about, though. Shedeur Sanders. And the news just came out today about Coach Monken saying that he was intrigued by Deshaun Watson, of course. And I wouldn't hold too much weight on this because why? Because he's saying he's intrigued by Deshaun Watson, who's 100% healthy now and starts throwing again on Wednesday. You should be intrigued by Deshaun Watson. He's put up numbers. That's why y'all paid him the big bucks to come there. He's just been injured, But that puts you guys in a peculiar type situation right here. A intriguing type situation right here. If you're the Cleveland damn Browns. Why? Because you have two starting caliber type quarterbacks in Shedeur and Deshaun Watson. And Coach Monken said that he was intrigued, of course, and he was just as excited to work with him as he was with Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel, and any other quarterback the team brings in, Monken said. And Watson have already connected. He said that also just as he's connected with Shedeur Sanders. Shout out to Dalvin the Truth. We saw Deshaun Watson walking in Switzerland looking like he was about to fight Bobby Mercer on Four Brothers, but that's another story. You feel me? The head coach is supposed to say this. This is nothing that's going to be like, oh, damn, he don't like this player or he don't like that player or he really wants this. No, he's supposed to say that. That's why he didn't fully commit to Shedeur in the first place. He said he's going to, of course, give him a chance. He's going to have a chance. Just like Myles Garrett came and said that they're going to give him a chance to prove and continue to do what he's done to show that he's that guy. Matter of fact, hold on, here you go.
The challenges. Do y'all have the guy? Is Shedeur the guy?
That's what we're looking at as the guy.
That's what we're looking at as the guy. without hesitating now, he said, that's who we're looking at as the guy.
No, we're going to give him a shot to prove that he's.
Now that's the way you got to come back and be, hold on. We know Shedeur is the guy. We feel like he's the guy. But really, we got to come give him a shot to prove and keep our, kind of the pressure on, or to say that, don't get so comfortable right now because we're rooting for you, but don't think that it's just going to be handed to you. And we don't think that you're thinking that, but this is really for the media so that we watch what we say, that so that it doesn't come out in the media in a certain space to where they're thinking, something crazy in the media and then they come out and say it. It's always something like that. They want to think something in the media and then come out and say it based off what somebody said in an interview or a press conference. You feel me? All right, let me make sure we even live right now, dog. All right, it says we're live over here. Why don't say we live right here? Let me make sure. We should be on Twitch right now also. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but at the end of the day, if you're Shedeur Sanders, you're going to come in and you're going to play ball. You're going to do what you normally do anyway.
Guy. So we're not going to give anyone that title until they go out there and earn it. And he was the last person to be on the field, and
the last person to be on the field. We're not going to give anyone that title unless they go out there and earn it. And that's understandable. That's what you must say. That's the truth.
And he showed some flashes. So we're going to give him an opportunity to show what he can really do. Uncork the ball.
We're going to give him opportunity to show what he can really do. That's the key thing right there. Show what he can really do, as if the opportunities that they gave last year, that was presented last year, it wasn't a situation where he can really show what he can really do because of the pieces around him, the situation, the way how he came into playing last year or this past season. It doesn't work like that, dog. Get that man a fair shake. And we saw what he can do with coming in the situation that he did come in as.
Yeah, you paying another guy $46 billion. Is he?
That's Deshaun. That's what we were talking about.
Gonna get a shot.
He's gonna get a shot too, but he got to get healthy. But at the same time, if we can give this guy a shot, being Deshaun, right? If we can give him a shot, meaning that he can show his worth, we could trade him and clear that $46 million. Now we got more money. I think it'll be a penalty also, so they'll probably be clearing about $20-some million. But you got more money to go out there and sign other players who will be out there that want to or trade for, that wants to play with Shedeur and Myles Garrett. There are guys out there. Now you just got rid of, or you're letting, or he's leaving Joku. He said, first of all, I love you. Past 9 seasons. Let me put this up on this page right here so I can actually get to it. But Joku is out of there, as y'all see right there, which, if you play, anyone who plays Madden franchise, I saw this coming. Shout out to Joku for sure. But being that he's a impending free agent, he posted on his Instagram and he said that the time for me to find a new home has come. Unbelievable. No, it's not unbelievable because he's old, or he's up for, or he should be demanding a large contract, right? That instead of being the Cleveland Browns and paying that, you have a young guy in Harold Fanning Jr. coming up that Shedeur has really connected with also. Not saying he didn't connect with Joku, because we saw Joku, visibly trying to make a connection with Shedeur Sanders. But at the same time, you got a young guy on a rookie contract that really connect with him, that set an all-time rookie record for the Browns. Hey, why pay Joku this much money? We're going to let him go to free agency. We'll bring in our other guys. We'll bring in some other guys, and then we could draft a guy, at that position that come in and possibly do what Fanning did also, or at least have that same type of talent, because they've obviously have shown that they can identify talent in the draft. So the Browns might be on to something right here, right? They might be on to something. Y'all stay tuned for what the Browns are doing. Let me see what Garrett had to say.
Shot. Now, he was the last guy on the field, so he's obviously going to get first service. and Deshaun, whoever else
I like how he breaks that down.
on the roster, they're gonna get a real look.
They're going to get a real look. Deshaun and whoever else is on the roster is going to get a real look. And that's what anybody wants, right? And that's what they were all the uproar was last season because they felt like Shedeur didn't get a fair look. And that's what we were talking about. Just give the man a fair look, right? So going into this season, you got a new coach. You have new players on the roster, and now you're going to upgrade that roster, right? You're going to be able to have a fair shot, I think, for Shedeur Sanders and everybody else out there. And now Shedeur, all he has to do is do what Coach Prime has advised him to do, as Coach Prime does, and that is give him that great fatherly advice. Let me see if I pull it up right here so make sure y'all see all of it right there. There you go. Coach Prime advice to Shedeur Sanders. Like, who wouldn't want to hear and see this advice right here from your pops who's been there and done that, first of all? So work, that's how you win. Work, that's how you win. Consistency wins, big dog. You got to continue to work. And he said he's a true leader, a bona fide leader. Just get in there with the head coach, get in there with the OC, get the playbook early, and just put in the work. And everything else will handle itself. That's what Prime is saying, and that's what you got to understand, as a young guy, as a young quarterback. And I think Shedeur Sanders understands that, of course, in spades, as he has Coach Prime as his pops. Put in the work, as he's proven in the past at Jackson State, at Colorado, put in the work, and everything else will take care of itself. And with the improvements going on in Cleveland, of course, Coach Prime said he didn't want to be there. We'll get in that in a minute. But with the improvements going on in Cleveland, you got Deshaun Watson coming back, who can demand some draft capital if you're Cleveland. I don't think it'll be before the draft, of course. It'll be during the season. They can possibly make a playoff push and get Deshaun out of there, go get him to a team, bring in an extra piece for him, or just keep him back there as an insurance piece for Shedeur Sanders throughout this whole season. And he comes in here and there and just shows that he can, still be Deshaun Watson. But I think you got your guy in Shedeur. The contract is set up right for him, being a 5th round pick. You can, put pieces around him for sure now because you have the money to do so. And man, you're set up for greatness right there, dog. You set up for greatness. And that's where I'm at with it. That's all I have to say about that. Y'all let me know what y'all thinking. Shout out to Coach Prime.
Campus, we showed the whole prize closet.
That's a long time.
Yes, sir. I think it was just on paper at that point.
Get him back.
And so
not Jermaine.
I know you know the drill, but trying to make sure it's like young expressions, exotic textures. Yes, sir. And then you gotta check the bottom. Yeah, check the bottom.
That's true.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Now, if y'all saw on the morning run when Coach Prime came on, he actually debuted these things right here. He pulled them up on the morning run earlier in January. Y'all go check out that if y'all haven't already. The Coach Prime should I say preview or showcasing the new kicks right there. Y'all let me know which one's y'all favorite, which colorway is your favorite. I'll call the Buckies, which is what I said on the morning run. He reiterated right here. The Noops are the C's and the Shedeurs are the B's. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the chat right now.
okay.
Shedeur.
Yes, sir.
You didn't tell me that.
That's awesome.
Also, yes, sir.
Still with talent.
We got Shedeur in that thing. Y'all remember they had Prime in there now. They got Shedeur in there.
Right? Talking about the future.
That's hard.
The patent, we know what those mean. So we'll run through these, right?
Ooh, all the colorways. Damn.
I can have it. It's more suitable for Bucky.
More suitable for Bucky. Big Dog said that on TMR Live.
Bucky will wear this color. So not everything is targeted for me, but I love every bit of it. But I know my sons, and I know what they want.
I know my sons, I know what they want. They come closer than close. Original, they never would be. Shout out to Wallow. From coast to coast. How you doing, sir? Shout out to Prime, man, and all the colorways out there. Let me know if y'all have any colorways and which ones y'all gonna pick right here, A, B, or C. I'm gonna go with the B in the middle. I'm going with the B in the middle. That, like they said, that's like the new colorway right there. Something new that's gonna get people's attention. No, they're not Maniatis. Shout out to P. But whew, them things clean, so clean. They're dirty, as Prime would say. Yes, sir. With the bless, sir. Let me see who's out there checking in. Let me know, man. Put y'all city, your state in the chat. Let me know what you're checking in, what you got going on, what you're fake caring about out there. Man, hopefully the young fella that got in trouble this past weekend, he can get his life and situation right with the young girl, with the young lady, Falcons rookie James Pearce Jr. He was been charged with stalking ex-girlfriend Rakia Jackson, WNBA player. That's sad news out there. February the 8th, that went down in Doral, Florida. Let me see. I'll pull this up. Yeah, it was sad to see that, man. Sad to damn see that. Mm, mm, mm. I'll share the screen right here. This is just me scrolling on Twitter. The entire James Pearce arrest story is horrifying. WNBA star Rakia Jackson told police that she broke up with Pearce, ending a three-year relationship. Rakia blocked James' number so he couldn't reach out to her or reach her. Instead, he used another phone to text her. This Friday, she texted, my gosh, let me pull this up so y'all can see it too. My gosh, man, it's sad news, man. I hope it don't get any worse. Too much worse. This Friday, she texted him to leave her alone and that she wanted nothing to do with him. Hold on. That's the thing, man. Have them text messages. Saturday morning while driving, she noticed that he was following her in his Lamborghini. He allegedly got out of his car and tried to open her door. Rakia accelerated away and drove toward the police department. He got into his car, followed her, and then tried to rear-end her. You can't be doing that, dog. Allegedly. And then tried to rear-end her car near the police station. Damn, dog. When she tried to back out, he collided head on with her car, and police arrived and ordered Pearce to the ground with the gun drawn. Unbelievable. James got back into his car, locked it, and started driving away, hitting a police officer in the knee. Come on, dog. Well, you know what? Let me say it allegedly, because you know what? I'm not gonna say that either. Let me just say, dog, if this is true, dog, this is messed up. Pearce Jr. crashed at an intersection, attempted to run away. Don't tell me he got caught. And then resisted arrest from many officers. Damn, I bet it was hard to tackle that young fella. Pearce really threw his career away via ESPN. Oh, man. Look at these beautiful young black brother and sister right here, man. Oh, man. All right, here's an update from Dove Clayman. Update: James Pearce Jr. faces a minimum of, get the hell out of here. Hopefully this fake, dog. 5 years in prison if he's convicted of one of the charges against him, per Andy Slater. Aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, in Florida is a first-degree felony and has a mandatory sentence. Oh, young fella. Come on, young fella. Faces a minimum. Let me make sure I read that right. He faces a minimum of 5 years in prison if he's convicted of one of the charges against him. Aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer in Florida is a first-degree felony and has a mandatory sentence. Oh my gosh, man, I'm so sad. You can't be doing this, dog. Like, catch me running away. Catch me going the other way. Catch me like I saw a post of a young lady saying that she's been separated from her husband for the past year and 8 months. And the first month she blocked him on her phone because she felt like he deserved it. Later, like when she posted it, this was January the 30th. Since December 30th, she said she hadn't heard from him. He eventually moved across country. They're still separated, not officially divorced yet. She's like, I don't want to get back with him because I know how toxic it is, but I really don't want to get a divorce. Right? Like, do what old boy did. Go the other way. Oh, bro. You're supposed to be sacking quarterbacks, not trying to sack her in the car. What you doing? You in a Lamborghini and you mad? Bruh, allegedly. Oh, man. Oh, that's not good right there, brethren. That's not good right there, man. I don't like to see that, dog. Oh, let me go to another story or something, man. Give me something else, man. I need to stroll on Twitter and find something else. My gosh. I hope he get his life right, dog. I hope he has a good lawyer. I hope that in some type of way he find a way to get right. Damn, that's messed up. With LeBron ruled out tonight against the Spurs, he is now ineligible for end of season awards. His 21 season streak comes to an end. That's the end for LeBron James. I think it's a minimum. You got to play 62 or 60 some games, 55 to 62 games, something like that for the NBA to be eligible for a postseason award. And LeBron is out. You saw Wemby had to miss out last season on one of those awards because of something like that. So shout out to Jockey. Let's see what's going on in Colorado Buffalo land. He clip up some stuff, man.
Gotta do it. Do my route. Still keep. He did no drills. He just came out there and did one-on-one.
Boo Carter and Preston Ashley and that whole defensive backfield for the Colorado Buffaloes. Y'all stay tuned for some ballers back there in the back, man. I'm sitting here telling you now. We got Coach Marion coming on the show on the Morning Run Live this Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Got Coach Marion coming on. Y'all stay tuned for that exclusive interview and more to come from all the coaches and staff members and people associated with the Colorado Buffaloes. We'll have them live on the Morning Run for exclusive interviews. Shout out to Boo Carter. What he did last season at Tennessee as a true freshman, him even being linked to Colorado last season and possibly coming there. What he can bring to the Buffs this season is going to be something that's been lacking and been missing in the fact that he can bring it along with several other guys that's been added to this defensive backfield and across the board on this team, led by the defensive front. The guys that Coach Pecco brought in, and the other defensive guys, coaches on the team has brought in defensive coordinator Coach Rob Livingston. They have some edge rushers, some defensive tackles, some linebackers that can play, and some defensive. They didn't play around this go around, and it started with Coach Prime. Y'all saw that on the Morning Run Live. He said that every guy that came through, he had first eyes on him and last eyes on him. He saw him first and saw him last, meaning that they didn't come through this program and get approved to be a part of this program this season unless Coach Prime saw them and vetted them himself. You know, he talked about that. And that's why I think that you can see the difference in the players this season, and meaning that there are a plethora, there are a multitude, as Coach Prime would say. There are so many guys on this team that look the part now, as opposed to in the past, where you might can point out a guy here and there. Every guy that's been brought in on this roster, y'all look it up and down from December to now, as far as the transfer portal go, even the young guys, but especially the transfer portal guys where they have film and Coach Prime can look at them and then get to talk to them in front of them with the parents and stuff. Every one of them, make sure I get that right. Every one of them looks the part. Anybody you pull up, anybody you talk about looks the part. I'm gonna do that on the next show. I'm gonna make sure I have that breakdown for you guys on the next show of each and every player and position that y'all want to know about. We'll break it down on the show right now. I'll give y'all the Big Dog Chico breakdown like I used to do in the back in the day. I'm gonna start doing it again now. So y'all stay tuned for that, man. A lot of guys on the Buffs team this year that can really ball out and play. You put that together with the fact that the coaching staff is hungry. The coaching staff, they're if you look at who they're recruiting now, and as far as the high school go around for the 2027 class and 2028 class, and then the transfer portal, like all of that things that what they're doing right now is setting up for the future once again. What they're doing, let me say that. What they're doing right now is setting up for the future once again. Think about this with Boo Carter, right? They probably knew they weren't going to get him out of high school because he was committed somewhere else already. But they went after him hard and pursued him hard and got to know him to where it was almost like they were recruiting him in a situation where, you know what, just in case you go to this school and you don't like it or something happens, we've already done our due diligence with this kid. Like, he knows us. At this point, he don't have to get to know us. And that's identifying those guys early to the fact of where you still have that relationship with them. And when they do jump into that portal, you're right there to snatch them up and be there for them, So that's what I like about what Coach Prime and the staff is doing right now. I wanted to jump on here and make sure I can go through this. I haven't done a live by myself in a while, but I had so much stuff to get through. So I wanted to make sure this is running right. We got the Ethernet on. Hopefully I'm not lagging as much as I was with the Wi-Fi, but y'all let me know in the chat right now. I'll be back with some more. Stay tuned. This is the biggest dog, Chico to the C. Make sure y'all go log on and check out Miss Denise Smith, Uncle Chico approved insurance that truly protects. That's where y'all go, 303-343-3515. All right. Appreciate y'all. Hit the like, subscribe, comment. Other than that, I'm going to be up and about here. Peace in a million. Share.
So what you win if ain't no reparation? How much you spending on your preparation? I'm about them benches so to win and be the motivation. Determination is intention plus the willpower. Real power, pressure you should feel. Ours bills tower over us.